And a 1 fish, 2 fish. And a red fish, blue fish. All right, there we go. YouTube is checked. Twitch is checked. We're good to go. Napsmore is in the house. We got CS Bond in the house. I still have YouTube turned on, so let's turn that back off. All right, we're good. We're working. I'm going to try to do a little bit more work on the Maidens of Mars Oracle outfit. I got a couple more little things to do, and then that's just about done. Then I got to do promos. um. So somebody at the last moment thought, hey, maybe I should add some Geoshell underwear just in case. So we're going to finish up the Geoshell underwear and maybe try to save out a couple of D4 sets. And then I have another outfit, if we've got time, that I'll get on. It's basically I'm reworking the I Dream of Genie outfit that I did for Charles a while back. We are going to basically go with the same top and the same vest. We're going to lose the hat and the veil because those are just kind of really wonky to work with. And I'm going to add pants and maybe shoes. I'm not sure if I'm just going to get the pants, the top, and the vest worked on today or not, but we'll see. There'll be shoes. Next week, I think I'm going to start working on a James Dean outfit. Basically, more or less what he wore in the film. I want to say Rebel Without a Cause. Was that 1955? It's weird. That movie came out, and not too long afterwards, James Dean unalived himself. And the fact I'm saying unalived means I've been watching too much Instagram or YouTube. You can't say killed. Died in a Porsche accident. All right, let's see if anything's happening. Okay, we're good. So I have a version for the Geoshell. So I still just need to make a thumbnail, and then I want to do a lighter version for that. Yeah, we'll take a quick look at where we are though. Actually, let me open up the thumbnail file because we're going to render some thumbnails. I'm actually really happy with how this is looking though. So I may not be able to get anything done in time for the Saturday Night Social tonight though. Hey, but everybody, remember, you drop stuff in the gallery, we can share it over in the Discord. There's a Discord link. And by the way, if you're not following Charles, just drop him a follow. The very least you can do is join his Discord. It's a cool place to hang out. He hasn't been streaming a lot, and I'm probably talking a little too loud, so I'm going to try to just calm down a little bit. All right, so did that come in with this outfit on? Dang it. Hold on. No, I think, oh, hold on. I got it. No, this is the thumbnail file. That should have happened. I'm going to reload. That was Genesis 9. Let's reload Genesis 8. We're going to set up the Genesis 9 Geoshell panty, though. So I have the Geoshell panty loaded in there. Basically, it's just to hide the naughty bits under the dress. That's all it's there for. I might have to tweak the settings just in case, because this dress is hanging a little loose, right? So I just want to be able to offer an option that'll cover up the naughty bits, just in case. Although I know Charles will never. And you know what? I did not make a short version of this. Sorry, Charles. Maybe you can just shove a morph on there. But that'll look a little janky because then the patterns will just get scrunched. But maybe we'll do that too. Maybe we'll just quickly throw in a shortened skirt morph. that's right. I'm calling you out, dude. Anyhow, I'm going to hide the dress for right now because we're working on this Geoshell. Actually, let's render the thumbnail for the Geoshell. Let's put her like that. Let's hide all of this. Let's come over here to the GeoShell and bring it up. And I'm just going to render the thumbnail for that. So we're just going to do that. We're going to pop over into Substance Painter. We're going to make a light version of that, and then we're going to set one up for the Genesis 9. So this is going to be, that is the Genesis 9 one. So we're going to come over here to Genesis 8. This is the tip folder, so we're going to replace that with this. I'm just going to browse over to this folder, and we're just going to make our thumbnail file. So that little thumbnail goes away. This is our rendered tip folder. We're just going to resize that and rename it. Resize. Should be good. Did that not work? I have to refresh. I do have to refresh, and then I'm just going to rename it. So this has to say, my resizer doesn't name things properly, so I have to come in here and edit the name. Okay, that should work as a thumbnail. Oh, it's really dark. That's okay. Do a quick refresh, and we're good. There's our thumbnail with our little tip file. Excellent. Let's put you over here so Chris can see chat. All right, let's go take a look at what I have in Substance Painter. I didn't launch it yet. We'll do that now. Hopefully this dress will be done today. And then I can get it over to Valkyrie. And then I can start getting it, finish up the promos and get it over to the Daz. Close that. File. Recent files. GeoShell, G8F GeoShell hosiery is what I'm working on. I have a G9 version. We'll go dig that up a little bit later. Now, by a little bit later, I mean I'm just going to make a light texture version for this, and then we're going to work on the Genesis 9. Is that? And I just need the color. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hide that. I don't think I need that. So there we go. We're just going to change the color on that and save it back out. If I can just remember where that is. I think that's right in here. I think it was Silk Generic. So let's just make a copy of that. Duplicate layers. And then I'm just going to change this. I think we're going to lean towards a kind of a creamy, light, kind of desaturated color like that. And that'll just be the light version. So we'll just save that out. Control-Shift-E, and I just need the color channel in here, so we'll use a base color preset. This is going to save out all the UDIMs. We only need like the 1002 UDIM for this one, but still, let's do that. Export. Patiently wait a minute, or impatiently wait a minute. Open up my output directory. I should clean this up because I got too much crap in here. I can probably find what I'm looking for. I think if I refresh this, we are looking for 1002 base color. Should be a light. There it is right there. So all I need now is just that. We're going to rename this. Because I was lazy, the dark one says that, so I need a new file name. Light. There we go. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to pop over here to GeoShell land. Actually, before we get farther with this, let's save this as a material preset. Material preset. And I'm just going to call you, I don't know what, MOOMO. think we'll call you 09 Geo Shell Panty Dark G8 female. Because of the UVs, this will only work with the G8 female. And I am going to save all of this. Excuse me. All right, let's hit that accept. You know, we just got to wait a little bit while this does its thing. So while that's going on, let me see if I can just navigate products, projects, Martian, Maidens, Oracle, Runtime, Textures, Mimi, GeoShow, Panty, G8 female. Oh, I did split it out that way, and then we'll just paste that right there. There it is. There's the light one. So are you done? You're still thinking. Now I'm impatiently waiting. And I'm drinking out of the J mug today. Sorry, Charles. Maybe tonight we'll get the Sarah mug back out. Get some tea in there. We're supposed to get snow today. And I'm supposed to take my partner out to dinner. We'll see how that works out. All right, let's back you up. Let's swap out the colors here. So I'm just going to, and we're just working on, just the torso is the only one that has anything on it. Everything else is just straight up invisible. So let's browse right there. We'll do this light one. Looks good. Let's save that as a, actually, let me save, we still have that last render sitting on the clipboard or whatever, so let's save that as a thumbnail for that material file. Right there. Oh, I heard a noise. Why did I hear a noise? Yo, Guns of the Hellgast. How are you doing, buddy? We're texturing panties. How was your stream? Everybody, check out my friend Guns of the Hellgast. Super chill. Super cool cat. I haven't had a chance to pop in this week. But one of those gamers I like to just kind of hang out with in the lurky mode. A good friend of the community. And ever we stream on, yes. What were we playing today? Target exists. Do I want to replace it? Yes. So this is Daz Studio. I'm making 3D clothes for that. Right now I am texturing. I'm making panty textures for a Geo shell that goes on top of a character. So that's exciting. Not. Anyhow, let me save this. God of War. Oh, okay. And my brain stopped. And let me give you a shout out. Everybody, check out Guns of Hellgast. Super cool cat. I think that's good. I'm going to save this, and then it's going to be, we're going to have to wait a couple minutes because it saves slow that way. But we're going to save this as a material preset. And I'm going to overwrite that. And this is going to be the light. No, I'm not overwriting that. I'm actually going to say light. And then we're going to save that. And then we're going to make a kind of GeoShell panty textures for the Genesis 9 version. Kind of like this, but different. It's the alignment on everything on Genesis 9 is a little bit different than Genesis 8, so I have to do it twice. Accept that, and then we're going to impatiently wait for that. But while that's going on, I'm going to pop back over to Substance Painter. We're going to hit save on this. I'm going to name this, and we're going to save it so I can reuse it. CC Cox, hello. Panties, let's do that. Geo Show, just so it's a little easier to find. It's going slow because I got stuff going on in the background. And I don't see my... Is anything happening on the YouTube? Probably not. Nobody loves me on YouTube. Anyhow, this is good. I think... Did I hit save? I'm going to hit save. Nope. That's because my cursor was somewhere else. Let's try it over here. Let's do file open. Did I open up the hosiery for G9? I have not. Let's try that. Let's say open. I am totally in the wrong place here. Let's go to projects. I think I saved this in a lingerie folder. Do I have something in here that says GeoShell? Okay, I have no idea where I'm saving this. Let me see if I can... Oh, there it is. Stockings GeoShell. That might be G9. There we go. I don't have anything in here. Damn it. Oh, Chris has got to kind of figure out where he saves stuff. Let's cancel this for a second. Let me see if I can find out where that's saved. I'll bring up this thing. And we'll just type in G8F GeoShell hosiery. I misspelled hosiery, didn't I? Let's try this again. Hosiery GeoShell. Can we sort by date? There it is right there. Oh, it's in a G8F folder. So there's probably a G89 folder. Let me see. Do I have a G9 version of this somewhere? Let's put G9 in here and see what comes up. I do not. I could have sworn I had a G9 version of this somewhere. Did I rename you? I totally have a G9 version. I know I do. I just can't remember. I just can't remember what I called it now. Maybe G9 GeoShell. Let's see if that comes up with anything. I'm not seeing. Maybe it was fishnets or something. Ah, crap. Oh, let's try. Let's go take a look at the G9 folder and see if I've got a substance in there. Let's try this. Let's go take a look at my G9s. Do we have a substance folder? We do have a substance folder in here. Okay, I do have the hosiery. I don't know why I wasn't seeing that. It's right there. Maybe I misspelled GeoShell. Maybe I should have spelled GeoShell with 2 L's. That probably would have been the smart thing to do. Screwed by bad spelling again. Oops, you know what? I didn't save you yet. Damn it. I have to reopen this. I didn't save the thing. Let's do this. This is the file I used to make stockings and things for just overlays. Oh, incoming ad break in 3 minutes. Sorry, y'all. I gotta reopen this. Yo, Blux, how are you doing? And thanks for pointing out that that add-on for Blender. That actually looks like it might be useful. Like I said, Daz lets me get away with sloppy topology. So that's like the stuff I generate right out of Marvelous Designer more or less works fairly well. But on the other hand, if I don't have to really put a lot of effort into getting really good topology, I am not opposed to doing that. My problem is, spending like a day retopologizing something gets me like zero returns. That's just like hours wasted for DAS products for the most part, because it's not going to, the end users aren't going to see an appreciable difference in how they're using a product, whether it's, whether it has the sloppy topology in DAS or the good topology. And I just basically, lose the hours doing that. It doesn't get me extra sales, is what it comes down to. On the other hand, if it's like minimal work, I am all for it. I agree. Good topology should be a thing. And I watch you. You spend days retopologizing stuff. Dude. Would something like that work for what you do? And my brain has stopped. What am I doing? I reloaded. I gotta save this. Not really? Okay. I'm going to create a smart material with that, and then we're going to reopen up this, and then we're going to set up the panty for Genesis. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, that one. Now I can open up this. We're making texture panties today. It's going on top of GeoShow. It sits on top of the main geometry. Basically, it's like a copy of the geometry, just offset on top of the main geometry. And in DAS, you can do stupid tricks like just apply textures to that. You need specific in places. Okay, I'm going to discard that. Okay, I'm going to just group all of this up so I can hide it all. Actually, do I want to keep that one down there? I think I want to keep that one down there. So maybe we will group all of this. Group layers. I'm going to call you stockings. I'm going to collapse that, and I can hide it, and then I can come over here and try to find it. There's that. And that's totally not going to line up, but we're going to try to fix that. And in the UDEMs, we're ignoring everything but this torso area. So we got to basically retweak that. Let's plop back over into here. And let's see what we've got. You're a hot mess. Do I need to rebake any of? Let's take a look at. I think first off, I just got to kind of get these moved into a better spot in here. Why is that looking okay? I don't know. Let's see how easy this goes, or if I'm better off redoing all of this. I think you are one of my path layers. Yeah, you're that weird fill layer, and you're actually lining up not too badly. So I might not touch that one up much. I am looking for. Where is this stuff coming from? That's probably from a map. And what is? Do I need that? Oh, there's that. I should probably leave those two. So those are good. That's the silk. I'm going to need that. This is the fabric linen. Somewhere in here is a opacity map that I have to clean up. That's the reason why it's lining up. I've got an opacity map in one of these fill layers, I think. So we just have to kind of figure out where I hid that. Nope. Are you over here? Nope. That's where that's there. That's the silk. That's the other silk. That's the linen. Okay, so one of these must have a... Why are you not going away? If I do that, it goes away. So where are you coming from? And I'm pretty sure that's the opacity, so I have to track that down. And that's a map that I loaded after saving an opacity out, so we have to track that down. Where are you hiding, though? Those are good. That is good. It is not in there. I get the feeling I'm going to just end up turning... Oh, there it is. Somewhere in here. It's probably right there. There it is. Found you. Yo, Grayson, how are you doing? Good to see you, friend. Everybody, check out Grayson. Absolutely marvelous artist. I caught you last time with co-streaming with the toilet. All right, so Chris has to figure out how he wants to make this opacity layer again. I think this does it. And I think I have to clean this one up. So I need to set that, and then I just have to move these paths around. We're going to do that first. I'm going to just save this out as a texture file so we can get our paths lined up a little bit better. So what I'm basically doing is setting up a geo shell that'll be underneath the dress that I have. So let me come over here in the DAZ because I can only really see what I'm doing over here in DAZ. Let's hide you. Let's get a Genesis 9 in here. And let me see if I can kind of explain what we're doing with this. That is, I got another Genesis 8 in here. My bad. Let's try that one. So basically we have this dress that I have made that I will submit to DAZ. And basically, I just want to add something that'll be basically a texture on the character that'll help hide naughty bits if the dress gets into certain positions so that, you know, she's just not running commando. Or they. In this case, this is the androgynous. So what I am doing is I am adding basically a texture that'll go just underneath here and sit. And actually it goes on what we call a geo shell. So I'm going to basically create a new geo shell here. And basically what that does is it just makes like a copy of the geometry that sits on top of the base figure. You can just sort of see it there. So I'm going to have this as a texture that'll sit on that. And I needed to kind of hide underneath this. So it has to kind of run through here. So right now, where are we at? I'm going to save this out as a material, and then, I don't know, do we got a material for this? See, I don't have any material on this because I turned off that, and that's getting masked by something. That's getting masked by that grayscale. There we go. So basically I just need to save out an opacity map, I think is what I'm, and then it'll give me a starting point of what I'm doing. And that's why my stream's so exciting, because this stuff is so oddly specific to working with DAZ. Export texture, we're going to do that. And I'm going to export out opacity maps with UDIMs. There we go, it's already selected. Let's export that. And I only need one of these for what we're working on. Let's refresh. I can't see nothing. I got too much crap in here. I probably need something over here. That one right there. This gives me an idea of where I am. Control X. I'm going to come over here. We're going to make a new folder in our texture folders. This will be GeoShell, Panty, G9. That was not a 9. That's a 9. I'm going to just stick this in here. And I'm just going to use this as a kind of a guide for getting it lined up. So what we're going to do is apply that texture onto this GeoShell here. You know what? I'm just going to come into what surfaces. Select that. Put my base shader on there. Make everything transparent except for this body part. I'm going to work with the body part, so we're going to make that opaque again. Why are you? Did I not put my base shader on here? Oh, it's because I applied this transparency shader. That's right. That's what screwed me up. So I am looking for this cutout opacity. So we're good. And I'm going to put that opacity map right here on this texture so I can see what I'm doing. Come over here, go down to this folder, use that map. And that kind of shows me where we are right now. So I need to adjust these lines to fit under this. And then we need to tweak it a little bit to get the panty properly made. So this line right here is generating that. So we got to move that. That should be in one of these. Am I not seeing my my paths? I am seeing my paths. Why am I not seeing my? Is it just because I don't have enough room? There it is. Didn't have enough room. Yeah, so that's generating this. So I just need to figure out how to get this lined up better. So let's go turn on the wireframe. That'll help things a little bit. So, and let's turn on shaded wireframe in here. I appreciate that, by the way, Grayson. I don't know if I mentioned that. Thanks. It's like hanging out with your stream. It's always kind of chilled. I like, just like listening. I like listening to chilled people in the background, just chatting as they work, and trying to get you to get that blue M&M. I needed a shaded wireframe in here. Where are you? That's the wrong one. Wire shaded, that's not what I want. Wire texture shaded, that's what I want. This kind of gives me an idea of how much adjustment. So I think I need to bring this down maybe a couple to get that down there. So we'll start with moving this. So I think I just pull you down here. Probably need to pull you down here. This needs to come a long ways. We'll smooth you out. Let's go take a look at the back and see where we are there. Probably 3 or 4. I am not. Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Oh, these aren't on the surface. That's certainly not helping things. We'll just make sure that those are all on the surface. Let's put you maybe somewhere in there. And I'm probably going to need to make a copy of that. Or actually, I'm just going to adjust this one. Alright, let's see how we are doing here. Oops, dang it. What are you doing? I'm inside something. Alright. Oh, I'm in the arm. There's my problem. It's going to look something like that. Is that opacity? If I hide you, yeah, that's a better opacity, so I can hide that. I'm going to need that for a bump map later. You need to be out of the way. And then we'll go tweak this one. That is this part over here. So just kind of adjust those. I need to adjust everything because they're not touching the surface anymore. I lost my fill. Hopefully we can get that back. All right, now I think are you still? Maybe pull you over here a little bit. Maybe we can adjust you a wee bit. I'm just getting some weird bleed in there. Let's see if we can kind of straighten that up a bit. Let's come back over here real quick and let's hide that one. This is the one I need to line this up with. And I probably should just leave the other one hidden in the meantime, which, there we go. So I'll pull you over here, pull you down here. All right, let's tweak these a little bit, get them lined up. I have to export out again just to see where our alignments are. I gotta straighten that up. All right, let's see how this is going. And let me put this, why is this not looking black? What do I got in the background here that's getting in the way? That's better. Let's see how this is looking. Control Shift E, send all of that out. You know what? I'm gonna clean this up because that's just getting in the way. I don't need any of that. I don't need you. Let's do this again. And now we'll come over here. I have to refresh because that is just messing with me. Let's cut that and see how we're lining up now in DAZ. Cut. There we go. And paste. And yes, replace. And pop over to take a look at how we are in the DAZ. So let's see. Let's do the refresh. That did not seem to change. Maybe I need to change. There, you can see it in the back. This front is looking good though. Now that it's refreshed, let's see if no, you're still wackadoodle. How annoying. This view isn't changing, isn't refreshing the texture. That's going to be annoying. All right, I think because I'm only seeing it in the NVIDIA. There it is. All right, so this just needs to come down a little bit, I think, and I think the rest of it's kind of good. And I'm going to smooth that curve out a little. So pull this down, smooth that curve out. It looks like I got really, you can just kind of see it peeking out there, so maybe I can just pull that back up. Right on the side there. Let's turn that, I don't need the this thing rendering in the background on me. That is so freaking annoying though. I'm going to see if I can, nope, and of course now I'm in the wrong directory. Damn it. Let's try. Oh. Let me see if I can get it to refresh by reloading the texture in. Nope, it still remembers the old one. And doing the good old refresh, it's just laughing at me today. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Anyhow, let's, I kind of have an idea what I need to do. We're going to tweak this path right here. So what do we say? We said I kind of want to bring that down a little bit further. And I'm going to maybe bring you down a little bit. And this could probably go up just a skosh. There is nothing on TV, only a movie with Doris Day. Dang. Don't you get streaming services over there? IMDb, or not IMDb, Internet Archive. Watch the Duck song, the Dutch song. It's a Dutch song from the 80s. Oh. All right, I gotta clean this up. I'm sorry. Is that the price you pay for living in Scotland? The only thing on to watch is the Doris Day channel. All right, I'm gonna hope. I got a little bit of a weird, funky curve on these. I know. I'm gonna live with those. Let's see how this is looking, and then we're gonna refine it so I can apply it to the GeoShell a little better. All right, let's save this out. Dum dum dum. Pop over here. I got to do the refresh because my Windows is acting up again. There's a way to fix that, but it always sets itself back to doing this. It's annoying as hell. I wish it would just auto refresh. And I know there's a way to do it. I've done it, and it keeps going back. Cut. And paste and replace and pop back over into here. And let's switch back to iRay. There we go. I see a little bit of it popping up on the other side. I might be able to just live with that. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to probably pull this down just a hair. Problem is when we reset the D-force, I don't really want it showing up either. So I think we're just going to pull it down just a little bit here and call that good. Right over here. Just a pinch. Let's see how that works out. Refresh. Cut. Paste. Yes. Hop back over here. Refresh. I just refreshed. Okay. And then let's run the sim and see how that looks. Because this is dynamic, it still may not line up properly all the time. So I just need to kind of get it in. I think we're good. I think that's going to be fine. Are you still janky on the texture view, though? Nope, the texture view is updated. See, it's a little high over here, a little low over here. That comes from that asymmetry in my dress. Let's hide the dress. And let's focus on getting the geoshell finished. All right, so we're going to make that look like a silk. So right now, this can be used as the opacity map. So we're going to pop over here, come down to cut out opacity, and what are you called? 1002 G9 geoshell. 1002 G9 geoshell hosiery opacity. That'll work. There we go. And now let's come over to here and finish it up. Okay, my opacity map is good. Now I just need to make the material map not look janky. So we got our bump map going on. Oh, you know, now that I got that opacity map, I'm going to load that in because I can use it as a mask for some of these other layers. I'm going to need to do that. So let's import that as a resource. Let's try to remember where I am working from. Pretty close to here, but in a nearby folder right there. I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to just, this is going to just be with this project, so we'll just do that. Oops. Cancel that. Yo, Art, how are you doing today? Let's just call you an alpha. Let's import that. And then let's figure out what, I think I had that on here. So we're going to swap that out with this one. And likewise, this layer right here. So we got rid of this earlier, but there. Now when I put that on, there we go. Now that's masking out right. I'm doing okay. So we're almost there. Let's get the, I gotta clean this off. And then there's one other bump map in here. That path right there. So I think I'm going to clean that. Actually, I think I can copy that, make a copy of this, duplicate that, hide this, and then paste there. And that takes this style and pastes it to that. No, that's not, it didn't do it right. Let's try that again. Paste brush properties. There we go. That's what I wanted it to do. I think that's going to be fine. I think we're good. So I have this all set up to make the light texture. And then I'll just flip on the dark. And we should be done. So somebody just turned on the dark anyhow. Let's do that. Let's save this out. And for this, I don't need an opacity map, but I do need like the other maps. So we're going to do my 5-channel preset with UDIMs and export that. I'm doing well. Thanks for popping in, Art. So this makes a base color, a normal, a height map, a roughness map, and did I say metallicity? And metallicity. Yo, it's SROM. How you doing, friend? SROM's awesome, everybody. You got to be checking out those SROM streams. You kept coming on so late during that 8-day run or whatever. I kept missing them, but I did catch parts of a couple. But SRAM is just an absolutely awesome musician to hang out with. And I don't have an SRAM command. I'm a slacker. What a loser. I know, I talk so much about SRAM, and yet I still don't have a good command. I know you're West Coast, and you come on later in the evenings. I think we're good. We're going to go in here and get our maps, and we're going to put this on. Let's do a refresh. Okay, so I'm looking for just the 1002s. So I'm just going to delete everything else that's not a 1002. So these are what we want right here. We're going to cut all of this. Oh, wait a minute. I do have a command. Never mind. I didn't even realize Streamlabs dropped it out. My brain is fried. You are cool enough to get your own command. What do you know? Control V. All right, let's put these on in DAZ. And then we're going to do the light version. And then we're done messing around with this thing. So let's... there is the metallicity. We're going to put you right there. I got the color. There's my color. We're going to put you right there. Let's try that again because that didn't work. That's better. Here is our roughness map. Goes over here in the glossy roughness. Opacity map we already have on. Here is a height map. I'm going to stick you into the bump map channel. And yes, I know you probably shouldn't have bump maps and normal maps, but it works out for the way I do things. And there's a normal map. There's a normal map. Drop you in there. There we go. Let's take a look at how we're looking. I'm just going to switch you over to the thing. That's the wrong thing. This thing. Let's get you out of the way. Is that looking okay? That's looking fine. That looks like a dark basic panty. We're not really making panties. We're just making something that'll hide underneath the dress nicely. So actually, let's get this saved out. So I'm going to select the GeoShell. I think I have the GeoShell selected. So we're going to save this as a wearable preset. File. Wearable preset. We're going to call you Oracle GeoShell Panty G9. Save that. I don't need those. Just save that and hit save on that. And then we'll just chill for a minute. Actually, while that's happening, we can come over to Substance and do the white version. Or the light version, so we'll do that. Dark version off, light version on. And I'm just going to save that texture, that color. So I only need the color this time, so we're going to switch you over to base color. Export that. Pop back over to here. I got to do a refresh because I don't see anything. And I just need that one right there. Get rid of all of those. And we're going to rename this one light. And maybe without so many Y's in it. There we go. Cut that. Paste over here. Let's see, are we still saving? We are done saving. Okay, so we're going to make a thumbnail for this. I'm going to just kind of zoom in. We're going to hide that, and we're going to render that. This is actually the tip folder, but then we convert this to a thumbnail. Looks good. Let's save that. You need to be saved over here. Right there. We're going to overwrite that. I'm going to save this as a material file, so we can change the textures on this thing. Right there, material preset. I'm going to steal the name from the Genesis 8 version just to make sure I'm consistent. MO09 Geoshell Panty Dark. There we go. We're going to do that. Except I have to say G9 instead of G8. So we'll change that to be G9. Save that. Accept. I did not catch the closing ceremony, no. And the fact that you're mentioning it now makes me think that it was awesome. Damn it. We're still doing stuff. So when are you going to be able to stream again now? I think I saw you yesterday and you said you were just waking up after sleeping for 3 or 4 days. Oh, you had Cat. I have not seen her in the longest. Well, I've seen her popping up back up again. I hope she's doing okay. Well, I guess you had her on stream and she's arting, so I guess you can't be that bad. Dang, now I feel bad that I missed that. That would have been an awesome. That would have been awesome, and it probably was awesome. What am I saying? I think that's done. I gotta save this as a thumbnail now. We're gonna come over here, and I'm gonna overwrite that. Okay, now we're gonna change the color and save it again. Ooh. Well, I do like catching those streams, and just having her on is just like the it's just extra goodness. I'm changing this surface. That's right. We're going to go to the body. We're just changing the color for the one that says light. Somewhere in here says, there it is right there. And I'm just going to save that. So once again, we do the material preset. I'm going to go over that. And this one is the light, panty light. Looks good, except that you got to chill for a bit. Okay, so I'm just about done playing with this dress for right now. And I want to start maybe moving forward on another outfit. So we're going to do that with Marvelous Designer. See where we left off with that. So I'm going to get Marvelous Designer rolling here while this is taking its time. Also, while we're at it, we don't need to be working as Substance anymore. So this is good. I'm going to just hit save on this. Actually, let's do that. And now let's hit save. And then I'm going to close Substance down, because we don't need it eating up processing in the background. Here is Marvelous Designer, our virtual sewing program. You'll be on tonight for the regular movie, Buster Keaton. Ooh, nice. Which time? you start like, well, what, like 9ish your time, which is kind of like midnightish my time. And I'm going to say I'm going to be there, but I'm going to totally forget until tomorrow. that's that's the way I'm going to be like at 1 in the morning, just kind of like mindlessly scrolling through YouTube, going, "Oh, wait a minute, that's where I'm supposed to be on tonight." Freaking YouTube. I think this is done. That's done. I think we'll render out the thumbnail. I've got my GeoShell panties set up, so these will hide underneath the dress, so you don't see naughty bits if you don't want to. If you do want to see naughty bits, you don't have to use it. That's, up to you. But I want that non-naughty bits option. All right, I'm going to overwrite that. I'm going to say yes. We're going to fix these thumbnails real quick. I know it's nice to have the option, because not everybody wants to have naughty bits just flopping around in their face sometimes. Sometimes you're just not in the mood for it. Let's do this. Let's fix these. Okay, let's make these thumbnails. All right, so I gotta delete those. We gotta resize. Did I not just... I deleted something. Not quite right. I got copies of things. Why do I got copies? Oh, I probably finger slipped on something. All right, now we'll do the resizing. And resize those. And then I gotta rename these because the resizing doesn't name them right. And that's set up to rename properly, so those are good. So let's come over here and take a peek. Let's do a quick refresh. Yay! There's my thumbnails. They look nice. Okay, let's I gotta fix that thumbnail. We're almost done. I'm just fixing up thumbnails right now. That one right there. So that needs to go away. That needs to be resized. Usually start around 8. Ooh, a wee bit earlier. So that works out to 11 or earlier. Put that on your calendars, kids. Sometime after 7:30, keep an eye out for that awesome SROM. Or that would be, I want to say 10:30 center of the universe time. That's right. I live in New York State. We're the center of the frickin' universe. Get used to it. Actually, the official center is about an hour and a half south of me. And don't let that marker in Kansas fool you. That's not the center of the universe. I think it's in Kansas. I think somewhere in Kansas somebody put up a center of the universe marker. A town did. Or am I getting that confused with the actual geographic center of the United States, which might be in Kansas somewhere? Somewhere in the United States, there's a town that put up a marker that says center of the universe. And there is a marker for the geographic center of the United States. So it's like the place that's like equidistance from most of the continental United States. I think for the entire country, it might not even be in the boundaries of the United States if you throw in Alaska and Hawaii. Or it might be up in Washington somewhere. I forget. There are two. I have done the street maps things and looked at the geographic one in Kansas. It's kind of cool. And it's weird. A weird story is there's like a house near there, and they used to be. If you did a phone trace, and it didn't come up with a good address. It used to just kind of default to the center of the United States. So these poor people were constantly being listed as illegal activity originates from this point. That had to be really annoying. And the cops kept showing up. Because if a phone couldn't find a location, you just kind of put this, generic no location, which basically was this farm, I think in Kansas, probably near that geographic location, I believe. I could be mistaken on its actual, but I think it was near there. You think at some point they would just put a big phone, hello, law enforcement agency. If you're here looking for criminals for a certain crime, you're at the wrong house. Stop bothering us. I'm resizing and finishing up these thumbnails. And then we're going to move on to another outfit. I have to just change the name on this just a little bit so it works. Get rid of that, and that, and that. And then we pop back over into here, and if I refresh, there's my nice pretty thumbnail. Yay. Alright, let's go double check the other one. So we did that. And we gotta just do these two. And then we're done playing around with this outfit for the day. And where did my... There we go. Let's come over here. And... Nope, material files. So these two files here have to be updated. So we just need to resize. Did you get saved? Oh, you didn't get saved. Damn it. I can do this. I think I have a copy of this on the clipboard. We're going to cheat. I'm just going to save that over this. There we go. Put that there. Pop back over to here. Can I refresh you? Are you looking good now? You're looking good now. Now we're just going to resize these with the image resizer and say yes. Oh, this refreshing stuff is getting annoying. And then we just got to rename these. I'll just use the power renamer because it's set up to just do this. And we can pop back over to here and take a look. And hey, I've got happy thumbnails. Close enough. Good enough. All right, I'm done with this. Let me save this thumbnail file. We're going to close. Actually, let's do file new. And let's go take a look at this outfit, which I'm not quite sure what I'm calling it just yet. And I'm not sure where I left off with it. And we're impatiently waiting. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to switch you back to texture shaded so you're not using up resources unnecessarily. You I can close. Okay, here we got Marvelous Designer, so let's see what we've got. File. I'm not sure where I left this. Let's do file open. This might be in the Genie folder. I Dream of Genie. I think this is an outfit Charles asked for a while back. And nope, I did not say that here. Maybe it's in the Maidens of Mars whips. Let's go take a look over there. Martian whip. Nope, I didn't save it there. Maybe Martian Maidens whip. I don't see it there. Servant. Maybe I stuck in. Maybe I was going to call it servant. There it is. Yeah, I did do that for Charles. Um, so what I'm doing is I'm modifying that into another. It's basically going to have the same top, and I've reworked the pants. So it has that cute little tube top with the little jacket thing. And I'm making the pants shorter and giving them slits. And I'm going to make shoes that'll go with this. But for today, we're looking at, I'm going to see where we left off with this, and I'm going to try to get this moving along. Yeah, I think what I was doing was I was playing with a high resolution version. And I think I might do that, but I'm going to do that later. So here's where we are right now. Let's just activate everything. And let me just make sure everything is set back to a particle distance of 10. And we'll run the simulation. I'm going to unstrengthen that jacket a little bit. I think I've got most of my trims already set up on this. So the jacket, let's tweak that a little bit, and then we'll resim it. Is that Control H? Control H, there we go. And then we'll run the sim. Let that kind of settle back in. So that's basically an I Dream a Genie top with a modified pant. And I'm going to add shoes. So I think, let's check our geometry and see if I need to change anything on this. Let's take a look at the mesh. It looks like it's mostly quad optimized. That's a little janky. Maybe we can fix that up a little bit. That's not too bad. Let's take a look up in here. Those aren't horrible, so I probably don't need to do anything there. I'm not really happy that that could be, I don't know, maybe we'll tweak that a little bit. Back when the TV series was made, showing that much skin was it was she had to cover that belly button up, right? On television. I think in the later seasons, she was able to show that, but I could be a little wrong. Even at that, it was a little risque. The sensors, they had sensors. I guess they still have sensors. Um, it reminds me of the rules for the beach movies, the old beach movies with Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello. In the earlier films, Annette could not show her belly button because she was still under contract with Disney, and they wouldn't allow it. And there was a singer that I don't think she could wear a bikini because she was under a contract with a record studio or something that wouldn't allow her to do that. Although most of the other characters in there were showing belly buttons in those beach films, but it's funny that Annette couldn't. At least not in the early ones, but later on you do see them. I may have watched the beach movies once too many times. That needs to be fixed. That's janky. I'm just gonna turn that to tries. It's sloppy, but it makes it for a better geometry. Because that weird angly thing is just kind of nasty. But that'll work much better like that. That won't give me the weird shading errors, those really angly. See this angly bit here? I'm not crazy about that either. I think I'm just going to slack and convert that to tries. Blux pointed out a nice utility I might look into That might be able to just clean this stuff up better. But I'm not sure. We'll see. Of course, the demos always are using these not really nasty pattern pieces. You know, whenever anybody demos something, it's like they always have these like nicer looking patterns that they work with. Okay, this is nasty. We're going to fix that. I'm just going to add some extra lines in there, hopefully. I think these are my cuffs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do offset internal long curve. And we'll just add like maybe, we'll do that. That cleans that up a little bit. That cleans that up a lot, really. And I don't know why it's doing this. It's because of the sewing on the top. It's just getting goofy, but I don't, it's just like a nasty. See, that's much better. Do I have anything else I need to clean before we start moving along? I don't think so. I do want to add some seams in here, so we're going to do that. I know. I mean, in many ways, this is a brilliant program, but still, we're going to add little trim zones right through here. So I'm just going to offset as an internal line. We're going to say 5 on that. And then we're just going to take a look and see if those are, those are relatively clean looking, so I can probably leave those alone. I also want to add a little seam right in here. So actually I need to cut and sew these. That's right. We knew that. Cut and sew. Still looks clean. Okay, and I do need to do a cut and sew over here. So this way I can assign a different material to that. Do I have a pant trim? I do have a pant trim. So I'm going to put that there. And over here. I'm not seeing those. Why am I not seeing those? Because it didn't drop. Let's try this pant trim. Okay. Now do I see this? I still don't see this. Where are you? Oh, I probably... Why are you not gray? I know, let's make this an obnoxious color that I can spot. See, I'm still not seeing it. There it is now. And the other one's probably on the inseam. Okay. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. It should be, there it is. Okay. Then we got to just do this over here. Oh, I got one over there, don't I? So let's drop that onto that. Let me put a cut into here. Offset as an internal line. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Say OK. Cut and sew. Take that, drop it on there. There it is. Okay, then we're just going to add a an internal line right there. Cut and sew that. This might get ugly. Let's zoom in and take a look. It's not too bad. Not crazy about that shape, but it'll be fine. See, that's almost wonky. I'm probably just going to leave that. Let's put my trim on that. And I think I need to just do, there we go. And we just need to put a trim in here. Did something move? Cut and sew. And then I'm just going to drop that onto there. Actually, what I should do, select that and come over here and do it this way. Pant trim. Why do I have two pant trims? And let me make sure that this is done right. Pant trim. I don't know, let's take a look and see. Yeah, some of you didn't get my trim. Let's try it this way. And I think I might need, we're just going to double check. We're just going to select all of these and apply it. All right, I think I'm good. And I think my geometries are good enough. I'm just looking and making sure if I need to. So these little trim zones are kind of handy to have when I'm texturing in DAZ. That way, if I want to, say, maybe put a transparency on here, we can still have these like nice looking finished edges. So that's the whole reason for putting these little weird trim zones on things. Also, they make for nice little creases with displacement maps. They look nice. I get this little extra little line of detail. Might not be completely realistic. See, that's a little loose. That's probably going to be okay. I might have to tweak that a little bit when we convert. I think I'm good here. Let's save. And what we're going to do, you know what I should do is I should put a piece in here in between the legs. Just a little plane, just so that they don't flop across the, I think I'm going to do that. Let me, let's get that in Blender. Let's go grab a plane. So what I need is a little plane in between the legs to keep the fabric from crossing the center line. That'll help things out later on when we set it up in DAZ. So let's do this. I'm going to just quickly get a plane for that in Blender because I can line it up properly. Oh, by the way, Farrell let me know that the Blender 4.2 3.4 beta is out. 4.4 beta. So I haven't gotten that just yet. We will probably load that up next week if I can remember. I'm going to do an import. I'm going to just grab a basic Genesis 9. And then we're just going to stick a plane in between those legs. Shift A, mesh, plane, tab, in, rotate on the y-axis 90 degrees. And then we're just going to kind of scale that up and line it up between the legs. And then we're going to put this into Marvelous Designer to push the fabric out from, give it a little bit of space right in there. And I'm going to put you right up into there. And then I'm just going to save that out. I'm just going to stick you into the projects right there. Genie 9 leg gap plane. Let's do that. And we'll do select it only, and export that out. All right, I don't think I need this anymore. I'm going to be bold and just close it. Okay, we're going to bring that plane in here. File, import add obj. Here in the projects, we just saved this. Right there, my G9 leg gap plane. Open that up. Say yep. Yep, we get it. So there we go, and we'll run the simulation and try to get this stuff to... Why are you look low? Let's hide stuff and make sure my plane's in the right spot. It looks like it came in the wrong spot. Nope, it's about right. I mean, I guess I could take it up a little bit. All right, let's unhide. All right, let's simulate and see if we can get those pants to go from one side to the other. It's kind of stuck in there. Maybe we... I know, can I move you while we're simulating? Yeah, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to just try to move this up while the simulation's running. It's probably the best option. You know, just... that doesn't simulate as well as I would have hoped. Come on, come on, come on. Let's try this. Control F. Oh, you're way up there, aren't you? And you're flipped around and in the wrong spot. So let's flip you around. Let's bring you back here. I probably should have done this before doing all my trimming. That would have made things easier. Yo, Art! I see Art over in the YouTube. He probably posted that more than an hour ago. Because that's how much I pay attention to YouTube. That's right, we are streaming on YouTube and Twitch these days. And let me maybe put that back up into here. And let's see how this goes. I got this trim in here. Let's see if we can move that out of the way. Because there's probably a trim piece right there. Can I just move you? Just make sure you are on that side. I got this trim piece right there. Make sure you're sitting over there. I have these trim pieces in the crotch. We're just gonna... those might be okay, but I'm still gonna try to maybe move them a little bit. All right, there's my transfer, my translate tool. And then I still have to do this for the 4 back pieces. So we're making sure that none of that stuff is being clipped to begin with. Oh, hold on a second. Hey, we're back. Okay, sorry about that. Where am I? Am I still? That's because I'm watching YouTube, and YouTube is like days behind. There we go. What am I doing? I'm moving. I'm moving this trim around so that it would be better placed. You are good. These are the ones over here. We're gonna get these out of the way. That one actually looks like it's gonna be fine. That one, I can see it popping through. So we'll move that over. That was not what I wanted to click on. I want to click on you. There we go. And then I want to move you over here. And I thought, are you are looking okay. Actually, I probably don't need to move this one either. That's probably okay. But this one I probably have to move. Nope, not you. Selecting stuff in this program is such a pain in the butt. There it is. Look at where that's lining up. We're going to just totally have to move you out of the way. Let me see if I can select it in here. Got it. And then we're just kind of slide that back here so we're on the other side of the plane. I think we're ready to go. Fingers crossed. Let's simulate and hope everything lines up. Nope, it just went right through. Why you gotta do that? Dude, come on, man. Let's see if we can change some settings on this to make it I think I have something that's still lined up in the wrong spot over here. That's probably not helping. I can't even tell what you are. Oh, you're over there, so you're a back piece. I thought I moved you. Let's try that. Let's get you over here. Maybe move you. Nope, that's the plane. Dang it. It's like I'm trying to select this piece right here, but I keep grabbing the plane instead. There we go. You go over there. You know what? You look like you should be somewhere else. I can't tell what I think you probably will be better over there. I think I still saw another piece in the wrong spot in here. That was not it. That's it right there. See if we can get you out of the way. Okay, do I see anything? I think we should be good. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to hit save right now. I know it's a hot mess, but and maybe what I need to do is make a copy of this plane because the normals might be getting in the way. That might be what it's doing. It might be pulling this side through. We'll see how this goes. So did that end up going through? It did end up going through. So let's stop that. Let's redo this. Let's actually duplicate this. Can I duplicate you? Copy, paste. Maybe just do another insert. Because I think the normals, the direction of the normals is affecting how it's spacing out. I might need to just save a, you know what? Let's try this. Let's get rid of this. Let's do a cube instead. A really thin cube. Chris closed Blender because he didn't think he needed it. Not to worry. We have the technology to reopen Blender. Nope. There's my import. So let's grab this again. And you know what? We got a cube right here. Let's just scale that down. And you know what? I'm going to add extra geometry to this so that it has better collision properties. We're going to put you like that. And we're just going to make you really thin in here. I need to leave a little bit of a gap in that between the thighs. That will probably be good. All right, let's add a whole bunch of extra geometry in here. So we'll just put a sub D on here. Generate subdivision surfaces. And what we're going to do is say simple. And then I'm just going to run that up a number like that. Let's see how this is looking. Control A. Let's take a look at wireframe. That might have been, oh, I didn't Control A this yet, did I? Because I'm still in edit mode. Control A. That might work better than that plane. Let's save this out. I'm going to save that over that G9 leg gap box. Let's say box. And use my presets, so I only save the selected. Let's pop back over to here and let's bring that in. File, import, add OBJ. I gotta go back to projects. That G9 leg gap box we just made right there. Say OK. Yep. All right, let's see how this goes. I'm mildly optimistic this will work better. And here comes the snow. And we'll just let that do its thing. I think that's, yeah, we're getting that weird zone there, so I think this is working out. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, so what was happening was because the plane has normal on it, and the way that Marvel's Designer does collision, if it's looking at the backside of a normal, it thinks it's on the wrong side and it wants to go to the other side. So that's the reason why the plane wasn't working. But the box works better because it's got normals on both sides, or faces on both sides with normals pointing out. So it doesn't want to cross. So I'm happy with this. I think I've got that nice clean zone in there. I still got some nice droop in here. And this is going to work for me. So I've got everything kind of set up nicely in here. All right, let's save. Okay, so now we got to convert this to two different figures. I like to work with the Genesis 9 female figure and then convert it to the base shape and then the Genesis 8 female shape. That seems to be working out well for me. This tends to be a nice starting point. So now we're going to do File, Save As, Project. I'm going to overwrite this. Well, we're going to do this. I'm going to save G8 female. Genesis 8 female has the legs spread apart, so I don't have to really worry as much about what we were just doing here. Where's my thing? But anyhow, let's get it fit to the Genesis 8. Let's go over here to my avatars. Let's bring in this Genesis 8 shape and use that as a morph target. And say OK, and then it'll fit it to that. Oops. Really? Let me get rid of this avatar. I wonder if this avatar is changing. Oh. Maybe it was trying to load it onto that. Let's see how this works. It's not bringing it in with this avatar in here. I'm going to have to reload this. That's annoying. How? So if I delete this, it'll probably work. Because what it's doing is it's taking this shape, I think, and it's looking at this box and going, those aren't the same. And I want to load it with this. Is there an option for... You know what? I'm just going to delete this and see if it works, and then maybe bring that back if I have to. No, it still says it's incomplete. Okay. Let's delete this. Oops. And that simulation isn't undoing. Okay, let's... this is why you hit save when you make a major change like this. Let's reload. It's still thinking about it. Okay. I am not simulating, so let's just get rid of this avatar. Let's load in. Let's reload. This one. Let's bring in this shape as a morph target. Say OK. There we go. I'm going to bring that box back in here so we can get that separation in again. I don't think I have to spread everything out this time because I got the normals working better now that I know what I'm doing. Import add OBJ. We're going to come over here into projects. I'm going to go find that box. G9 leg gap box. Let's get you in here. And let's do that. Let's see if we can... I might have to do a little bit of tugging. Nope. Let's try... Can I move you? And is that going to work? So let's stop the sim. Let's move the box down. Let's restart the sim. And let's see if we can kind of nudge this up into the leg gap and get those to pull apart. Oh, it's getting stuck in it still. Wah. There we go. And this one's stuck in a little bit over here. Can I get you pulled out? Oh, and then you brought the other side with you. Damn you. Not fair. All right, now let's see. See, it got stuck in it again. And this is probably... That is one baggy crotch. I think I got that pushed off left to right. I think my crotch is really baggy though. I'm gonna see, I don't want to be changing the pattern anymore. If I do that where I'm at, I'm way down there, aren't I? I'm going to try to pull this up a bit. You probably need to pull that just down. Let me adjust the... where are we at? We still got an hour left. Let's adjust the friction on here so it's stickier. See if I can get that waistband up a little higher. That might help things. Also, is that waistband... I'm probably going to touch this up in Blender a little bit to tighten up that waistband. With that higher friction, even if it's a little loose, it's still kind of sticky. Also, I could turn gravity off. I think I've got a nice... That might be okay. We're going to see how this looks when we get over the DAZ. I know. I think that's about what I want right about in there. We'll see how this goes. I think my center line's off just a little bit. I think this is good. How's that? Did that come in okay? That's looking fine. All right, let me... I'm just making sure I'm in the right file. Control, save that. Let's export this stuff out and see how it looks in DAZ. File, export, OBJ selected, servant whip. Let's just put you right here. MOM servant. Did I spell servant right? I may have. Pants, pantaloons, bloomers. I'm just going to say pants. G8 female. Dum dum dum. And thin, welded, and in meters. Okay. Let's come over to here. Do I have a Genesis 8 in here already? I do not, because this is a brand new folder. A file. Let's get a Genesis 8 in here. Let's get these pants on her. Let's see how it's looking. I eventually have to make a new folder for this. We'll patiently wait. Oh, there we go. Crotch shot. Let's set up a folder structure so we can start actually setting this up as a product. I need to add something over here. File, content directory manager, DAZ folder. Let's do that. Let's say add projects, Martian, maidens, servant. I'm going to do that, and I want to select that folder, and let's accept that. And let's just do the quick, let's just drop a template files folders in there. projects. One of my templates. Let me just take a look and see if I need to tweak any of this stuff. People, Genesis 8 female, clothing, that looks good. That looks good. You know what, I'm just gonna... Did I not add the... I did not add the material. Okay, we're just gonna grab... I need these two right here. And I need a template folder. Why do I not have a template folder in here? I'll make one later. Let's copy that. Let's come over to here. I know, all this folder stuff. I feel like half my stream I'm just navigating folders. We're calling you servant. Whip. And we're just going to paste that stuff right here. Not in the whip folder. You don't go in the whip folder, you go over here. There we go. That's better. Let's just servant, people, Genesis 8, looking good. All right, let's take a look at how our stuff is coming along. Let's import. From here, there it is. I have to change the scaling on that. I almost have this memorized. 626.99. Except, there we go. Let's do that. Let's just do a quick D-force test just to make sure there's nothing really bad with it. Also, I'm going to take a quick peek over in Blender and see if there's any really nasty geometry I have to worry about. Put D-force on, run the simulation. That's good. The main thing I'm looking for at this point is if it just vanishes, which means I've got two vertices sitting in the same spot, but I don't seem to have that. So that seems to be heading in the right direction. And I think when I rig this, hopefully with that little separation, I don't get parts of one leg assigned to another. So that's a good start for that. So do that. I'm going to switch over to this camera because it looks a little better in this view. I'm just going to do a quick rig on that. Let's use the, that's the wrong tool. Let's use the transfer tool. Let's select my Genesis 8. Let's select the pants. Let's call you a full body template. Let me try this tight bodysuit template. I've been playing with that. It seems to load up a bunch of I think this came in with one of the PA updates, but I'm not sure. I don't know where I got this from. Female bodysuit tight. Let's accept that and let it do its thing. Because this adds a bunch of extra loosening morphs and things, I think. Let's check. Maybe not. I don't see any. That's the posing tab. No, it didn't really add a lot of extra stuff. That's probably going to be okay. I don't know, let's see how this goes. Let's put D-force modifier on there. Let's change you to say something that's not as nasty as that generic name. Let's just have you say expand all. I don't need it to say FBM expand all. That is good. You know what? I'm going to change you to say adjustment. Okay, should be good. Let's do a couple other things to this. Did I put D-force on? I did now. Edit geometry. Convert to sub D. Edit geometry. Add a smoothing modifier on there. I'm going to come over here to mesh smoothing. I'm going to switch that to generic because it works out a little bit better. I'm going to memorize that so it doesn't switch back to the other one. Memorize the pants. Okay. I have materials in here. I should have materials in here. Pant trim, waist. I think this is good. Cuffs, pant trim. Let's clean those up. Those are the surfaces. They came in kind of nice. Just the extra garbage Marvelous Designer always adds, but at least they seem to be in the right spots today. Yo, Anonymous Gifter, thank you for that gift sub to Crayson. And if that was a mistake, feel free to say, hey, that was me. If you did really mean to rename Anonymous, that's cool. I'm going to call that pant waist, just because it'll make it easier for me to texture later on. Set up, and you're just going to be pant cuffs. Actually, I'm going to say pant ankle cuffs. And there's a dyslexic heart for that gift sub, by the way. Appreciate it. I think this is good. We're going to make that waist a little tighter so that it doesn't flop so much when it deforces. We'll do that. Actually, for deforcing, let's just set that bend stiffness to 0.1. Let them trick you out. It's a trap. That's right. Let's set that deforce to something really low, like 0.2, so it doesn't move too much on the waist. And we might stiffen up those cuffs around the ankles. They're not even ankles at this point, are they? They're shins. Let's see how this looks. That'll be fine. I kind of like the way that flops. So I think we're good with that. Let's clear that. Let's come over here. Let's put my generic shader on there. And let's save this out. And then let's do the top and the, what do I want to do? Am I calling that a vest? I might be calling that a vest, even though it has sleeves. So we're going to save this over here. And I need a new folder here. Let me take a look at how I'm naming others. Let's cancel that. Let's go take a peek in the princess folder and see what I'm calling things over there. Maidens of Mars Princess. Okay. So I'm going to call this Maidens of Mars Servant. I'm going all in. We're going to just call this a servant outfit. Where am I? I'm totally in the wrong. I want to be over here. Right there. Here, we'll just paste that. Here, I'll just do new folder. Control V, but we're going to say servant. Because serving girl's got too many letters in it. And I need to put a name here. M-O-M servant pants G8 female. There we go. And we're going to call you just and I'm going to save you into the G8 female folder. Is that good? MOM servant pants G8 female. Maidens of Mars servant G8 female. Looks good. You are wardrobe pant. And your category is going to be wardrobe pants. And we're we're going to accept that. And now it's going to do its thing, and it should save. So let's keep our fingers crossed that happens and come back over here. And we'll save out the top and the vest. What am I calling it? Vest? I am calling it vest. So let's select that. File, export, OBJ selected. Your vest. And save that. And say OK. And I'm just going to call you top because I think, yeah, it looks like I could just call it top. Export, OBJ selected, and you will be top. And then we're going to, after we get these set up on the Genesis 8, we'll do the Genesis 9 versions. So hopefully lesson learned on this will make the Genesis 9 go a lot faster. All right, so that is, that's happy. Let's do the next one. Import. Let's do the top. Let's say my scaling is still good. Okay. Let's double, first things first. Let's select that. Let's just double check and make sure the D-Force works on it. Looks good. Cancel that. Did not vanish. That's the main thing we're checking. If it vanishes, it means I need to fix the geometry, but we are good here. Let's do the transfer tool on that and fit that to the Genesis 8 female top. I'm just going to say full body on that one and say accept that. Let it do its thing. All right, we're going to just check the vest now. We'll get that started too, because I can kind of double up on doing some of this stuff to both of them at the same time. You're my import. There's the vest, and accept that. Looks good. Let's just do this. And let's put a D-Force modifier on that and quickly double check. Make sure that just kind of flops around a little bit. I'm happy with that. Cancel that. Reset. Let's rig the vest. Genesis 8 and mom servant vest. And just a full body and accept that. I want to add underscores to these surface names. I probably should do that. Although if I'm not really using Blender, I don't really need to do that here. So maybe we won't do that today. Let's see how this goes. So anyhow, I got to clean these geometries up. Let's start with this one here. Let's come over here. Let's take a look. What do I got? I got top and I got top trim. So let's get rid of this garbage. In here, top trim, that did come in with an underscore. Did my others come in with underscores too? Let me check. Those have underscores. They did export with underscores. Okay, never mind. I don't have to add underscores. It did that for me. And then this, you know, that should have an underscore there between vest and trim. And then we'll clean that garbage up. Vest arms trim. That's that little trim right there on the shoulder. Vest. Looks like it's in the right spot. Sleeve trim. That should be, it looks like it's right there at the very edge of the sleeves. And then sleeves, that looks like it's in the right spot too. Clean that up. All right, those all look good. I think, can I put D-Force on both of these? And now will both of these flop? Yes, they both flopped at the same time. Yay. Do that. All right, we're going to come over. I'm in the scene tab. We're going to come over here and we're going to, I think I can convert to sub D on both of them. And then we'll just add a smoothing modifier on both of them. And then I can come over here and make some tweaks. Switch these both to, actually I need to select both of these. And we are looking for enable smoothing on. We're going to make both of these generic. Is there anything else I have to do over here? Nope, so that's probably good. I'm going to memorize these at this point. Selected items. Nope, I wanted to do selected figures. Memorize figure. Hopefully that got both of them. All right, now we're going to tweak the surfaces. We'll put the generic shader on. And we'll just make a couple of basic adjustments to the D-force settings. I always set this to like 0.1. That the bend stiffness accounts for like 90% of your explosions. So if I adjust that, should be good. And then where I'm going to make some adjustments to the settings here. I think I'm going to tweak the. We're going to have the top tighten up a little bit. I don't think I want it to have the vest tighten up. So what we're going to do is, let's grab this. I'm going to tweak the expansion ratio on that to be like 95% instead of 100. So it should pull a little tight when it deforces. Also, if it flops too much, we'll make the trim stiffer. But let's see how this goes. And is that clipping over there or not? I can't quite tell because of the way it's highlighting. Nope, that seems fine. I think that's looking good. I don't think I need to make any other adjustments on these for now. As I actually start posing this stuff, I might need to tweak stuff. But for right now, I think we're good. All right, let's turn off the simulation, or clear the simulation. And let's save these out. Let's save the vest. Servant vest. Save that. And you are Maiden Zamar's servant, G8 female. That looks good. We're going to change you to be, it's the vest. I'm going to call you a shirt or a jacket or something like that. We'll see what my options are. Probably I'm just going to call it a shirt. We do have outerwear options, but it's not quite outerwear. I think for what we're doing, I'm just going to call it a shirt. And then the same thing here. I have to do this twice because I know it's just the way it organizes stuff in the database, I think. Shirts. Okay, should be good. Except that. One, I think, refers to the item, and the other one refers to kind of the category the item is in. It seems redundant, but there's probably a real reason Daz does it that way. All right, patiently waiting. Now I'm impatiently waiting. And then we just have to do the top. And then we'll, actually, while this is going on, let's just make sure Marvelous Designer is happy here. And then I'm going to reload up the other version. This one right here. Nope. I'm going to have to do that with a file open project. So I am looking for the G9. 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9  9 9 9  9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 No. Where is it? G9F, there you are. And I think, are you done? You're done. All right, we'll save the top now. I'm just going to call this top. I'm going to treat it as if it's like a swimsuit top. So in here, I'm going to switch you. I don't get an option for swimsuits in here. So we're going to actually treat you like your, not like your underwear top. Maybe I'll just call it underwear top on the other one too. Arg. I keep sliding out of the box. I'm just going to call you swimwear top. No, underwear top. I don't know. I'm confused. There we go. It's probably going to be good enough. All right, and that's going to, and that's doing, oh, did that save out already? Well, that went quick. Did I accidentally save over something? I think that's good. Let's hide it and see how this, see if everything's looking good. Let's hide these. There's my pants. There's my top. There's my vest. All right, looks good. That went so fast, I was confused. I think we're fine. Actually, I can probably just delete these. Reload these in. And actually, I think I'm happy with this. And now we'll get it fit over to Genesis 9. So that seems to be working. I think I can, yeah, I'm just going to do that. We'll just get rid of that and we'll bring in a Genesis 9. And then we're going to resize this to fit the androgynous shape. So let's save that file. Save as project. MLM service G9 base servant G9 base. Let's do that. And then let's load in. It's still saving. And then let's load in that morph target. G9 avatars. There we go. There's my base. Should be good to go. You know what I didn't do last time is I think I didn't turn gravity off last time. I'm going to turn gravity off before we do this, and then we'll just bring in. You say dude. You say base. There we go. We'll do that. Load as a morph target. Say okay. Incompatible with current avatar because I'm having the same issue. Oops. All right, I got to get rid of these like we did last time to get it to work. Let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of that. And let's reload in that. And now we'll change the shape. And you can see it. It's adjusting the shape. All right, let's get that box back in here so we can get that separation in the legs. Are you done yet? You're not done yet. There we go. Now we're done. Import add obj. Dun, 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 dun. There it is. G9 leg cap box. I'm going to say okay to that. Say okay to that. Let me just run the sim and see if it separates by itself. It may not. We may have to tweak it back up into there. Also, while I'm here, let me make this avatar really sticky. We'll just crank that friction all the way up. All right, let's see how this goes. See, that's stuck on the other side, so turn that off. And we'll just bring the box down, and we'll try to just nudge the box back up into the gap. It's kind of working. It's still getting a little stuck. Okay, we got that through. You want to go take a nap before night? All right, Charles. We will catch you later, man. Thanks for being here. Everybody, make sure you're checking out the awesome sauce of the CS Bond 2, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Pull through, pull through, pull through, pull through, pull through. Oh, come on. Dang you. Maybe I can just grab you all. There we go. All right, now we can kind of maybe get this nudged up a little further. Let me change the friction on this. We're going to set the friction on the box to 0 so nothing wants to actually stick to it, or not stick too much. And then still try and get that nudged up in there. Try to get that up into the... See, you got stuck in there a little bit. Bad boy, bad boy. There we go. I think I got it cleared. Maybe up a little bit further. I think I'm pretty close to the crotch. Maybe I'll... All right, let's put gravity back on. Get a little bit of gravity in here so it'll help flop things a little bit better. That is about 2/10 of a G. I feel it's still... Yeah, I still got a little bit of this over on the other side, don't I? I wonder if I stiffen it up, if that'll help any. Let's try that. Right, Control H. And then we'll let it settle out after I can kind of get this split apart. So I got a little bit of sticky stuck in there still. See right there? Got a couple little ones right there, it looks like. I think that one got... Okay, I think I got some good separation now. Let's try to take this up a little bit further. Maybe right in there. All right, and then we'll switch this back to, except for that waistband, I'm leaving that waistband and the cuffs, and we'll do this, and we'll switch them back to, or maybe not, maybe that was the wrong button. Some days, let's try this again. You want to unstrengthen. Something in here should say unstrengthened. There we go. That's better. I'm going to let that relax, and I think we're going to call that good. I think I'm going to add a little bit more gravity to get this to droop down a little bit better. Go to simulation properties. Let's take that back up to a full 1G. Maybe tweak that out a little bit so that its beginning shape is a little nicer. I think the trim is still a little stiff. It looks a little stiff. I could have sworn I selected those. Let's try this. That's helping. Let's maybe pull you out over here a little bit. Let's do the other side. See, those are still strengthened. I thought I had all of that selected. But then again, the selection tools in the program are kind of crappy. I think this is going to get me in the ballpark for a good starting shape for Genesis 9. All right, I think we're good here. Let's just take a look at the top and make sure there's nothing really wrong with that, because I've been having a tendency of ignoring it because it hasn't been giving me real issues. I think we're good. Let's hit save. Let's save this stuff out. Let's get it set up on a Genesis 9. Okay, there is the bottom, and I selected part of that edge on the top, so let's do that again. Because I got just a little too close, and this time it says, you know what? I think I'm just going to add this other thing that you didn't really want selected to your selection. All right, export OBJ selected. There we go. This is the pant. This is the G9. Looks good. All right, let's do the top. Yikes, use the nap word almost as powerful. All right, catch you later, Art. Enjoy that nap. File, export, OBJ selected. Did you slide down the chest a little bit? Do I need to move you? You're probably fine. OBJ selected. G9. I think I said top. Okay, and then we'll get the vest. And then file, export, OBJ selected, vest. And we'll have that say G9. Export that. Say okay to that. And now let's set this up on Genesis 9. And do I have a Genesis 9 folder? I don't. Yeah, but we will. Actually, you need to say, I need to rename this. All right, that should be good. But we're going to come over here. Genesis 9 folder, clothing, me. Let's put a new folder in here. Servant G9, accept that. Come over here. All right, let's start bringing stuff in, testing it. Actually, I can maybe do all three at once. Might go a little quicker than one at a time. Import. Pants. Accept. And I brought that in at the wrong scale because we were set up to bring in Genesis 8 stuff. Let's redo that. I have to change this back to 10,000. There we go. I'm going to do that 2 more times. All right, let's throw some D-Force modifiers on here and run that real quick and see if this is all hunky-dory before we advance any further. It is all hunky-dory. All right, I'm going to run the transfer tool on this. This has to be done separately, but that's okay. You are my transfer tool. We are going to go with a Genesis 9, and we'll do the pants first, and we're going to do a bodysuit loose template on that. Okay, then we're going to do the vest, maybe when this comes back. Transfer tool, Genesis 9. Let's do the vest. Let's use the same thing. We'll use the loose template on that. Because it's a little loose. And then we'll use the tight template on the tube top. And okay, once again, Genesis 9, top. We are going to use this tight template and accept that. Okay, we'll run through and clean up the surface names. Hopefully they didn't get too janky. All right, remember this one here, we put an underscore in before, so we'll do that. Clean these up, get rid of all that extra front yada yada yada, garbage goes away. All right, that is good. Let's move on to the top. That looks pretty in the ballpark. And let's do the pants. I think that's good. I think I added pant to the beginning of these though, didn't I? So I want these to be consistent with the Genesis 8 version. So I can just use the same material files on both. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to check my UV maps. Damn it. I can probably update those, but dang. They might be janky. I might have to do a bunch of work off stream to fix those. Because I completely forgot to double check. Because when we were adding that trim. So if we come over here, we'll do UV view. Yeah, I'm going to have to clean all of this stuff up. Dang it. Dangity dang it. I think I can get away with something. Here, let's hit save on this. Let's go back to the base. Recent. Do I have my this one right here? I haven't gone too far, so I can probably just update the base. No, I don't want to do that. I'll probably redo these. Anyhow, let's do this. We have to. Here's what I forgot to do. I forgot to do the UV editing. Damn it. See how janky that is? Let's fix that. Reset the 2D arrangement. And let's fit you all to 1-1. Say okay. I should be able to get away with doing this, though. And I'll have to make the fix later. We'll finish saving up the other ones, but I'm going to save these out so I can update them and clean up my UVs. Maybe, maybe not. What am I doing? I'm going back to 2D window. There we go. And I'm going to just save. Stop that. File export OBJ selected. File export OBJ selected. That's the pants. So we're going to call you pants UVs. And I'm just going to pop over to here and see if I can just fix that real quick here. So let me do this. Edit, load UV set. Something here says pants UVs. Let's try that. See if this works. You know, it's probably good. Can I just accept that? Does it work? It does. And then I can come down here and we can fix. And that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay. So that'll update. And then let me just save that out. This is, I had the top, right? And we'll do the vest. So a little bit extra work because I forgot to do this before earlier. Oh well. C'est la vie. In the meantime, I'm going to just apply my stuff and save these back out. Hopefully I don't have to redo too much of this. I might have a way to just update these. I probably just have to re-rig them, but I'm not going to do that right now. What am I doing? I'm doing things. Here, we're going to come over here. Edit geometry. Convert to sub D. Edit geometry. Add a smoothing modifier. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to select everything. We're going to set that to generic. We're going to memorize those shapes. We're going to quickly, let's throw deforce modifier on all of that. Let's go into the surfaces. Let's apply the generic. I think I'm good. Let's tweak the deforce. Bend stiffness, let's set all the plus 0.1. Let's change the pant waist to 0.2 on the dynamic strength. Let's double check our simulation. Okay, we wanted to tweak that top a little bit so it sticks better. Cancel that. So we'll come over here and we'll change the expansion ratio on the type so it shrinks just a little bit from 100% to 95%. And that kind of shrinks on there. I might stiffen up the trim on that too. That'll help keep it in place. So that's probably good. I got 14 minutes left. You know what? I think I'm going to save these and then we'll call it a day. We'll find somebody cool to go hang out with. It might be toilet's on, but I'll see if there's somebody else. You know, if Kay Faye is on, I would probably raid her. It looks a little funky there in the crotch where we got that box to hold it in place, but that's probably fine because it'll just fall out when it deforces, right? All right, let's save this stuff. There's the pants. I'm going to do that, and we're going to go over to, what I'm going to do is kind of just click on that for right now so I can get most of that file name loaded onto the file name. I'll come down here into here, and this is going to be pants G9. Save that. That's going to be this, but we're going to say G9. We're going to change you to be pant. Add pant here. Save that. Patiently wait while it saves. I'm almost out of coffee, so I timed that kind of well. All right, so while that's doing its thing, hopefully I didn't freeze. I do look like I'm not frozen, although I'm not in my camera anymore because I've slouched down in my chair. All right, that's done. Let's do the vest. And save that. There we go. Do that. Save vest. Hit that. Make you the G9. Looks good. Set that to be, I'm going to call you a shirt. Have that say shirts. Hit that. It's going to go do its thing. While it's doing its thing, that'll give me a chance to kind of see who's hanging out on Twitch today. Supreme Doom is on. Maybe I haven't rated her in a couple of weeks at least. So maybe Supreme Doom. She does have 44 people. Sally Quinn is on. Toilet After Dark is on. I think I'm going to rate Supreme Doom though. But make sure you're following Toilet. DJ Stulu is on. Peekaboom. is on. She's gaming. She's playing Hogwarts Legacy. Trice 3D is doing art. She's a marvelous ZBrush artist. You should go check her out too. But I think today we'll go over and say hi to the Crafty Collective. And is that done? That's done. Let's move to the next one. And are you still... I didn't save something over here, did I? I did. Okay, this is all good. I'm just going to make sure that's all saved. I think I can probably close that down. Let's come over here. I still have the top to do. Let's save the top out. Dum, dum, dum. Supreme Doom is crocheting today. That's what I see. I see that crochet hook doing that crochet thing. You are, I'm going to call you underwear. Did I call the other one underwear? Did I call it? See, I can't even remember now. I think I just called it underwear. Dang it, I keep sliding out of the box. Don't slide out of the box. I think that's good. Let's save on that. And when that gets done, we'll call it a day. Are you already done? You're already done. I don't know why that one takes why that's so fast to save. Anyhow, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Anonymous, I appreciate that gift sub for Grayson. Thank you for that. We will be back tonight, 8 p.m. for the Saturday Night Social. It's an art share. It's a Discord chat. It's an old cartoon. Feel free to join the Discord if you aren't already. If you want to join, if you drop stuff in the gallery, we will share it tonight on the Saturday Night Social. We're going to go over and say hi to our good friend Supreme Doom and her Crafty Collective. And it says, quiet, crochet, coffee, and chat. There we go. So here's where we're heading. Appreciate you all being here. Hope if I don't see you tonight, hope you have a good rest of a Saturday or Sunday for those of you on the happy side of the planet. And let's do this. We have raid calls. If you can join, that would be super cool. There is a I'm not a sub raid call. Here is a I am a sub raid call. I'm going to copy that, and we're going to go over and start that raid and get out of here. Slash raid Supreme Doom 56. I think I got that right. Invalid username. I got it wrong. Let's try this again. Raid Supreme Doom 56. Invalid user. Let's copy and paste it. Arg. Slash raid Control V. Has been created. All right, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. And we're copying the raid call. And thank you for anybody who's watching on YouTube. I'm going to shut off YouTube, and then we're going to raid out on Twitch. Why are you not giving me a copy option? Damn you. Let's try this. Copy. There it is. All right. Take care, YouTube. We will catch you later. Where's my thing?